Hello. Alright. I was not marking anything down because I literally got home from, we had to go, oh my, today's just been, yikes. Okay, let me catch up on what everybody has redeemed. Why? Alright, hang on. Smoothie says D. Petrichor says B. AC says game. Allison says minis. Embroidery from other Allison. Sly says coloring. James says coloring. Alright. I think I got everyone. Did I see what Sharn said? Pattern roulette. I was like, wait a second. I didn't say Sharn's name. Okay. Hi. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for hanging out. Well, we got that sorted. And so sorry I was like a couple minutes late. This morning we had someone out to give us an estimate on redoing the bathtub in our bathroom. That was expensive. And then I noticed after like another night of like sleeping and brushing my hair that there were a couple of other spots that were uneven. And so we just made an appointment and I went and got my hair like touched up. And then he was running late. He like messaged and was like, hey, so sorry, running a little behind. We were like, no worries, but like it just everything just like backed up. So basically we got home, we threw lunch together, ate really quick. And now I'm here. So hi. Oops. Oh god, how did I just... Somehow my mouse just clicked and changed the shape and size of the chat box. That's fun. Okay. I think we fixed it. Alright. Okie dokie. Anyways. Yeah, there's nowhere that I can, like, list that, so you're so good. Now, last time that we worked on this, we kind of worked down a little bit into this bit. So I think we're going to end up doing a little bit more into like this section too. Maybe. We'll find out, won't we? Yeah, I'm glad that I'm here, that, you know, we were able to get all the things done that needed to get done. But y'all, bathrooms? Dang. Expensive. like, do what we wanted to have done. I don't know how big of a... Let's start with the leaves. Let's do the leaves first, and then we can decide how much to do. And then, of course, we were, like, asking about, you know, like, if they have military discounts, and if they have, like, discounts, you know, if we paid cash, or if we did, like, all these different things. And then they, like, knocked a couple $1,000s off if we were to, like, sign up with them today. And I'm like... And I know that that's, like, a gimmick that they use to get you to, like, sign the contract and all that, but I'm like... When it's going to be a lot of money to redo a space, and they're like, we'll knock off all this. You're like, oh, interesting. I hate high pressure like that. I agree. I don't want to be making snap decisions. Not when it... And that's the ickiest part, right? Is, like, when it's a lot of money, of course you're going to want to, like, save the money. So... I don't know. The guy was really nice. And he was here, like, a lot longer than he needed to be, because we ended up, like, talking, and he, like, showed us pictures of his cats, and, like... He met Mittens, and he was like, my god, if I didn't already have cats... He's like, this is the coolest cat. And I'm like, right? It's hard, because, like, the vibes were good overall. There's, like, a lifetime warranty on, like, the products. So, like, that all is very, like... It, like, makes it hard to not just be like, yeah, let's do it. But it's a lot of money. And I feel like... I don't know. No, this is, to, like, replace our bathroom. Like, our shower, tub, all of that. Because the previous homeowners put that, glaze over the tile. And the glaze is now peeling. And so our white tile is now peeling and turning pink. Because that's the original color of the tile. And it's ugly. So... And, like, the way that they do it makes sense, because they were like, yeah, you know, we'll take everything down to, like, the studs. We'll, like, make sure that there's no, like, issues, no structural, no water damage. We'll fix any issues that there are. Like... Dang, I'm getting speedy at this. Like, look at that. So how was all of your days so far? Hey, James. You gave her meds, right? Oh my gosh. So I had to get my new spousal ID for the military so that I can like get on base, and it's also what is used as our like insurance card and all of that. Y'all, the printer for whatever reason is printing all the pictures with a green tone. So I look like I'm in Shrek Swamp. And she like hands me the card. She's like, "Oh, it's doing that weird green thing again. Sorry." Oh. Great. Great. So glad this is my ID for the next couple of years. Another day in the office, actually a good day. That's good. You're cross-stitching and ignoring work. You had fillings. Ugh. I got my undercut taken care of today too, so it's all fuzzy again. And like he fixed this up so that it's like actually even now and like not kind of janky in places, so that's good. It's like weird because it's like slightly blown dry and like slightly air dried, so it's like a funky kind of like texture. So it ain't easy being green. Yeah, it does look cute. Yeah, it's definitely shorter than what I was planning, but I can still pull it up, which is all that matters really. Easily annoyed. Oh no. I hear you on that. I want to cross stitch. All my projects are too big to do at my desk. I think, Allison, that means you get to start a new project that's smaller for your desk. I think that's how that works. Chilling and knitting before heading to job number 2. What are you knitting? I just don't know what to stitch. Well, as soon as I get myself together, I can get you that pattern to test. If that is how that works, I'm adopting that and finding an office. Yeah, that's absolutely how that works. 1000%. Done lots of hard things lately, so I'm getting lunch. Ooh, what are you getting? Hi. What you doing up there? There's no Pippin food up there. But I love that you go up there now to look. Ooh, yum. That sounds good. Making a sweater, just started its top down so you have the neckline started. Oh, the Catitude one? I love their books. Do I have that one? I don't think I do. Artie, you're a cutie. A cutie patootie. She's almost on your shoulder like a parrot. She got down off of there real quick. Well, yeah, she realized that Pippin's food isn't up there. The other night, I asked James to bring in some of her dry food for her because she was already in here. And I asked him to, like, watch them while she ate to make sure that Artie didn't eat any of her food. And she didn't. And then James decided to just leave it up there because Artie wouldn't go up there to eat it. James was really tired last night. And guess what? She went up there and finished off what was left. Because, yeah, he's like, but that's where Pippin always is. I'm like, this is Artie's room. Like, what do you mean? She knows how to climb up there. This is not new for her. So... Artie will go anywhere for food, yeah. I'm not sure, Elf. Yeah, the little nose. But I don't know, like, what else they would be called. Like a more culturally sensitive name? Is that what we're asking? Yeah. I'm not sure. I haven't used that term in so long. Bear kisses, like butterflies for eye. Yeah, my thought was like bunny kisses. Because like bunnies scrunch up their nose and stuff. Bunnies is cute, yeah. I think that you can just call it whatever you want. Haven't put a name to them? Yeah. No, that makes sense. I don't know. I don't think that there is... Because, like, I know we have, like, you know, sitting crisscross applesauce instead of what it used to be. Two otters touch noses. I say just pick an animal and call it that. Cross legs. Yeah. Yeah, no, I love that we're thinking of things like that, you know? Because that's, you know, as we learn and grow and change, so too should our language. And again, there's nothing wrong with, like, us using terms that are, you know, in the past. Especially when we didn't know better or it wasn't really... You know, the one thing with the internet now, right, is that the spread of information is much different. Like, I remember there was a period where I felt really bad because, like, the last guinea pig that I had before the ones that James and I had lived in a much smaller cage than what was, like, actually healthy for him. And man, I felt real bad about that. Guess what? Didn't know. Back then, you know, if you got like a pet book, what they sold in pet stores is what they recommended for guinea pigs, you know? And obviously, thanks to the internet and stuff like that, we learn and we, you know, the ones that I had later were in better things. And so, you know, it's... You can't beat yourself up for what past you didn't know, but it's easy to do so. So I like that we're thinking like this, you know? Just trying to be cognizant of how our words make others feel. And sometimes it's stuff that, like, you don't even think about. Like, one thing that I always notice, because a friend pointed this out to me, and if I may share something that they had shared, stop being cutesy and saying, oh my gosh, that thing is my spirit animal. Spirit animals are actually, like, a really deep, like, thing for certain cultures, and it's kind of like when people are like, I'm so OCD, when they mean particular. Like, calling something a spirit animal is... it's not... when it's not, is also insulting. And it's something that once that person pointed it out to me, because again, I had no idea. I never really thought about it. Every time that someone says it, I always think of that. And it's something that, like, in most conversations, it's not really, like, the time or place to bring it up. Because, like, no one's saying it in, like, a mean way. But also, like, if that person hadn't told me, I never would have thought about it. Because, you know, I hadn't been educated. And now that I am, they were bear kisses, fox kisses, nose boops. Oh my god, nose boops. Oh. I say things like, this animal's my familiar, my aesthetic. Yeah. Even just being like, I relate to that, you know, because a lot of times I feel like that's what we're really saying when, like, oh, that's my spirit animal, is like, I relate to this thing so much that either is a characteristic of this or whatever. A nuzzle! Ah! Nuzzles, yeah. Why do I feel like I remember that? Nuzzle. That was the, yeah. That was what I had heard before. That just, like, unlocks something, like the mitochondria is the power. You know what I mean? Like, that just triggered something in my brain that I had completely forgotten about. Sleeper cell activated. Yeah, thanks for feeling comfortable enough to ask. I appreciate it. Good combos. I knew there was something, yeah. So remember how I shared with you all the story with, like, the person trying to, like, insult me by calling me a pine cone, and that became, like, a whole thing? Well, I might have a new, not, like, something to, you know, be called or whatever, but there is a creator on Instagram who I really like. She is this 18-year-old songwriter. Her stuff cracks me up. It's very relatable. And she posted this video, and I loved it. And this old dude, at least I thought it was an old dude because the photo is like there's an old man and, like, a younger guy, whatever, doesn't matter. Posted this long ass rambly thing about how she needs to, like, change what she's doing because it's not, like, hold on. Hang on. You guys want to listen to old white men on the internet? Everyone's favorite. Okay. Okay, hang on. First of all, here's the video. If you guys would like, I can copy it into... Hello? What? I freaking hate it. Oh, Saren, you're here just in time. Welcome, Raiders. How are you? How was your stream? I'm so sorry that I missed most of it. Saren, I know that you'll understand this. So, not only did I get my new spousal ID, right? Evidently the printer, for whatever reason, hasn't been working quite right, and so it's been printing all of the ID portions with a greenish tinge. So I look like I'm in a swamp. It's horrendous. James, you should grab my wallet. I should show chat. the girl who did it, like, looked at it and goes, oh, sorry, it looks like it's doing that weird green thing again. And I'm like, fabulous, because this isn't my ID for the next, I don't know how long. It's also my health insurance card. So I get to give this to all of my doctors. And then you guys just got here as I was about to start telling chat about a troll on Instagram. So if you guys would like to hear a lovely incoming thing.
You have MWR, Commissary, and Unlimited Exchange.
Okay, hang on. I need... There's a lot of stuff to cover up here. Hang on.
Hold on a second, let me see that.
Why? My whole name is underneath that.
Okay, I thought I saw something different. I'm good. You're good. I was like, did I get promoted? But that looked like a 6.
It does look like a 6. You need to talk to them about that. So this expires in 2029, chat. This is my photo.
Oh, you can share them with the rest of them.
Camera, please. I can't. It looks so like me. I'm army green.
Yes.
Like the rest of this is fine. The rest of it printed fine. But no. No. No, it's this camera that's blurry. The photo itself isn't bad. My camera doesn't want to focus, which is relatable. It's just all, yeah. It was like, she hands it to me. She's like, sorry, and I look at it and I'm like, you couldn't have tried to reprint it to see if it wanted to, like, no? Super. So I'm so glad it looks like, I have a lovely pea soup filter. It's great. So good. So we were just talking about this person on the internet, okay? Because I think that weird people should be, I don't know. You guys will see what I mean here in a second. Also, Saren, if you have any, obviously I saw what you were working on near the end there. If you have any progress photos that you would like to show, or if you'd like to share with chat what you were working on, please feel free to do so. If you have to raid and run or go do any post-stream self-care, you can also, of course, do that. Raiders, hi. If you haven't been here, my name is Megan. Sorry, I got distracted. I am a neurodivergent, if you couldn't tell, variety crafter. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting. But we also do things like diamond dots, which we're doing today. We do perler beads, we do miniatures, I don't know, just lots of stuff. If you like cats, there's a lot of cats here. We have 3 cats and a current foster cat. So it's just chaos in my house all the time. So welcome. Now, I was telling my chat right before you raided. There's this person on Instagram. I like her content a lot. She is 18. She is a songwriter. And she does relatable stuff. You know? Like, here.
Hey, Skylar, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it's a little favor, actually. What I need you to do is I need you... Listening to her speak, words cycle in and out. I have to do the laundry, piled on the couch. Is
right.
The remote stuck in the cushion? I want to start watching Breaking Bad. There's so many seasons, also hacks. And
right? So, like, this is just, like, it's a funny, rambly relatable, right? And this man, this white man, comes in with a paragraph. Are you ready? Also, once you see, or once you hear what I said, what he wrote, you'll understand. Okay. Ready? It's always Mayo Man. Why don't you try writing something meaningful? You have talent, but it just seems like you are lacking something relatable to write about. The Disney princess stuff is okay and everything, but if you really could make something, viral if you really dug deep and committed instead of talking about the remote and stuff. Don't get me wrong, you should do what you want, but it seems like you're really, really stretching for your attention with the whole Broadway Aubrey Plaza begging thing. If you get viral, you won't need to beg then. Just something substantial to write about rather than the first improv thing that pops up. What? So, no one liked the comment. Everybody has been, like, going for this guy, right? Because, what? Right? And so my comment was, because I assumed it was the old guy in the photo, because this gives very old man energy. I said, so you're an old guy with 116 followers telling a young lady with 97.6 thousand followers to change what she's doing because you don't find it meaningful. Did you ever think it may not be meaningful to you because you are not her target audience? She didn't ask. No one agrees with you. Maybe ask yourself why you feel the need to comment on her content. Okay? And he claps back with, I watch constantly and see 500 likes. Too much talent for that. But you can pretend 90K followers is life. I think I'll take my realistic views over yours. Go hand out participation trophies at the Pride Parade. Bro, what? What? And so I respond with, laughing my ass off, what? And then he responds with, I'm 35 and very successful. I'm guessing you're sitting on your couch, spitting opinions with no talent yourself. And he also then asked, what is it you're even posting? And I responded with, so what you're saying is you're 35 and watch an 18-year-old girl's content all the time, even though you don't find it meaningful? And he goes, it shows up on my feed and I watch it because she's talented. What kind of shit are you on, dude? But what exactly can you do besides post super lame influencer stuff on Instagram for 20 likes a post? Bro. Not that my likes or anything like that really matter. But if you want to talk about my lame-ass influencer stuff, I'm doing pretty damn good. So you wanna just, you know what? Just take it and shove that right up your ass. Because I don't know what post you're looking at. What influencer stuff am I posting, by the way? Diamond dots? And then someone in the comments was like, yeah, dude, you're clearly, like, super successful and, like, you know, busy when all you're doing is sitting here commenting on Instagram all day. I got a trophy at the Pride Parade. I'd actually go and brave the crowds. I want a Pride Parade. I just love that part. What on earth? Where did that come from? A man who has to declare himself a king is no king, yeah. He has a micro penis. The man is arguing both for and against having likes and follows in the same conversation. Thank you. Thank you. That is exactly what I stopped engaging because I'm like, you know, I had other things I was doing, obviously, today. But I was like, golly, I can't wait to tell my chat about this guy. I'm 35 and successful. So why are you on Instagram telling an 18-year-old what to do? And like, seriously, that it's like Silly said, it's like someone telling, you know, so if it's not for you, you're not the target audience. That doesn't mean that the person has to change their audience or their target to meet you. Find someone else to watch or listen to. Because what you're really saying is that this person is attractive but isn't interesting. Change yourself, make yourself interesting so I can look at you. You know? Because I already like to look at you. Men are creepy. Men are creepy. Trolling the dun. Yeah, I knew that you guys would enjoy that. I knew that this crowd would appreciate it. I just love the handing out participation trophies at the Pride Parade. I'm like, is this an insult? What are we... Do we get participation trophies? I've never been. People do not understand the concept of not all art is for you. Yeah. It's the if you close your mouth, you're more attractive micro penis crap. No, you know what it is? It's not even the close your mouth. It's the you need to say the things that I want you to say. That's what it is. Say the things that I think are attractive. I don't go to eccentric jewelry pages and say their stuff needs to be different just because it's not my style. Yeah, it's creepy, it's predatory. Are these trophies that match to things? I would go to a Pride Parade if I get a pan trophy. That sounds cool, right? Yeah, I think that we need to design Pride Parade trophies. And honestly, that comment there tells me all I need to know about this white guy. You think that that's an insult, so you think that being queer is a thing to be insult. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He did that poorly too, right? That's what I'm saying. They will have glitter and pretty things that we can appreciate, yeah, and they match our purses. I will line up for my trophy. Also, imagine how sad everyone would be if they knew there was a Pride participation trophy and they never got one. Of all the places to get a participation trophy, a Pride Parade is it, right? Everyone would have one more trophy than that guy. But you know what, chat? I bet you anything he watched that WWE wrestling match thing that happened on the White House lawn. Because that's not gay, it's a sport. But why does it slightly... no. Why does it excite me? I must be excited about the sport. Gosh, what an exciting sport. 1000%. Sports can't be gay. Only thing I can't play is Big Musket. I will throw a fit. Ugh. Someone hand him his being a troll on the internet participation trophy and see how he likes it. Congratulations, your opinion sucks. Here's your trophy. Enjoy. He'd also be the guy who only plays women's characters to watch the boobs and butt. The jiggle physics. Yeah. I don't remember what it was that we were watching the other day. I think it was one of these like game like announcement videos. Right? Like where they like, you know, they go through all the new games coming out, and there was like a VTuber whose character had very large bosoms. And when she was just talking, they bounced. Like, I can promise you, chat, if you've never experienced large boobs, when I'm sitting here talking, they do not move. But this person was just sitting there talking, and they were like, ba-doing, da-doing, da-doing, and the amount of people, all of us who were watching that went, I'm no better than a man. Because they were, like, right there, like, and it's anime, and you're just sitting there like, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. You're gonna tell me the football is very hetero-coded when they're literally a position called a tight end? Come on now. Not only is there a position called a tight end, but everyone's butts are in each other's faces all the time. Butts and heads. Always right there. And just to be very clear, in case you're new here, that there is nothing wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong with being straight. There are problems when, you know, you know. We're a safe space here for all, unless you're a bigot, in which case, get the hell away. Okay? Okay. Glad we had that little conversation. Oh my god, Allison. Oh no, I knocked my drills. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, and by the way, his posts and his 116 followers, he has a private account. So he's trying to tell... I just... Oh, to have the nerve of a mediocre white man. You know? Mediocre's probably even giving him too much credit. Okay. Fixed it. The trophy should be covered in glitter. Yes. They could beat pro women athletes at their sport only to get put up against a pro athlete and get demolished. Yeah. Listen, I love watching like male athletes try to compete against their female counterparts and be like, yeah, no. Like that she's like way better, stronger, tough, whatever. The bar for men is in hell, and still many cannot walk over it, yeah? I think it needs more glitter. There's nowhere safe to grab. My spouse will get praised for doing the bare minimum and come home to me like, why is this a big deal? Yeah. It's like when dads are praised for taking care of their own kids. Or they're called a babysitter and you're like, no, sir, that's your child. You're a parent. What? No. You're literally doing what? Thanks for the streak, Mia. Having them do dishes for your birthday and want a brownie point because they did something that you have to do every day for... Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Now, don't get me wrong. In at least our household, James and I both thank each other for doing the dishes. I'll thank him if he does it. He thanks me if I do it because you know what? It's a shared job and someone has to. So it's like, hey, thanks for doing it. Like the other day he took out the garbage and I washed the dishes and he's like, thanks for washing the dishes. And I went, thanks for taking out the garbage. Because like, I can still be glad that I didn't have to do both. He could be glad that he didn't have to do both. You know, like it's a team effort kind of thing. Like... And there's nothing wrong with showing, like, the appreciation for the other, but it's when, like, it's acted like it's some great achievement, and you're like, it's... What? No. Of each other's efforts throughout the year. Yeah, what a concept. And it helps, too, just to even hear someone be like, thanks for doing that. It's like, ah, it's nice to be noticed when you're doing things, you know? Or appreciated, even, I should say. Well, thank you for listening to my newest edition of Wild Things That Men Say on the Internet. I'm sure I'll have a new one of those to share soon enough, because, you know, you always do. They always be saying wild things. And obviously, chat, we know it's not all men. Alright? But... Also, what is the deal with mostly straight presenting relationships hating their spouses? Dude, I don't know. Hold on. I'm literally snoozing ads because this drives me crazy. When people are like, oh, you must still be in the honeymoon stage. You guys love each other so much. Wait, just wait. What? What? How long? If you guys don't know, how long would you guess James and I have been married? Just based on how we act. People say that? Oh, yeah. People will be like, oh, you're still in that sweet honeymoon phase. Just you wait. Yeah, I don't know. Now, don't get me wrong. I was going to say, James, there are things like, you know, you smacking your lips in your sleep. There are things that drive me nuts, but not things that make me love him less. You know what I mean? Like, it's just things that you're like, yeah, we've been together for a while, and I know that at night I'm going to have to, like, kick him once, gently, of course, to make him stop doing some kind of sound that makes me want to pull my hair out. But that's not... Yeah, we've been married for 13 years. And I'm still not at the point where I'm like, all these people who are like, oh, just you wait. Just you wait. Soon enough, you're gonna hate each other. Oh. Okay. Here's a friend, now we're just a couple extra. Oh, I love that, Saren. Imagine liking your partner wild, yeah. Novel concept. Liking and respecting your partner. Huh. Who'd have thought? Well, those people are toxic, agreed. I have to spend time with my spouse this weekend. I can't wait for football season so I don't have to be around them as much. My wife now, yeah, let me spend time with the boys. Mm-hmm. I'm bitter and sad. I'm going to wish for you to also be bitter and sad. Yeah. Yeah. I love coming home to my spouse. Same. Same. I love having, like, him here. Hello, he was just gone for freaking 8 months. And I'm sure that some of these toxic ass people would be like, oh, well, he came back too soon. When's he leaving again? This is like, ew. No, are you kidding me? My best friend is finally home. Like, I'm freaking over the moon. What are you on about? Like, we ran to the supermarket because we needed lunch meat and Tostitos. Perfect. Done. My favorite time of the day is when my spouse comes in the door. Yeah, genuinely every day. Mm-hmm. And it can be just those little things like going to the supermarket, you know? It doesn't have to be like, you know, granted, are we excited because like we have, you know, some fun things coming up? Yeah. But that's just a portion of it. Like, real life is, you know, sitting and looking at bathroom stuff, like selections and calling the plumber and cleaning up cat yak, you know? Like, just how it goes. And my family who were like, why are you always busy with your partner? What about us? Well, he shows up, makes plans, comes to see me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Only gone for a month before your mom joined him for a second. Yeah. I mean, listen, there was times that I had thought about joining James after Patch passed away. But at that point, he was, like, so deep. Like, he had no free time. Like, I would have gotten there to just sit in a hotel room and, like, sit next to him while he studied. Which, again, you know, fine. If he wasn't, like, in, you know, Nowheresville, middle of the country kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have anything to do while he was, like, busy. You would have been bored out of your mind, yeah? Doing litter together is something I never appreciated. He'll like hold the bag for you. Yeah, you're going to help. Mm-hmm. I would rather be single than settle with someone and letting them make me feel bitter and sad. Truly, though. I would rather be alone than be with someone who made me be like, well, I can't wait for you to be a bitter married lady like me. Like, okay. Why? On a recreational sports team. Oh. Oh, I love that. That's fun. James and I met at Home Depot. But that's the story for after ads if you guys want to hear it. I feel like a lot of you already have, but we'll be right back. I will see you in a few minutes. Thanks for sitting through ads. Hello. Thank you all for sitting through ads. Saren, I'm so happy for you. I'm happy for both of you, but I'm happy for you. Like, forget about him for a minute.
I found my people.
Like, I'm happy because obviously, he got a great person. But thank you for that follow, by the way. Welcome in. It is. It takes a lot of courage. Mm-hmm. Yep. Aww. Well, you're a good friend, too. Very genuinely, Saren reached out to me more while James was away than real-life friends did. And I mean, I'm not saying that Saren isn't a real-life friend, but people who I have met and know from my life, I should say. Saren's just a figment of my imagination. People who, like, I have met, I should say. Saren lives in that magical land of Canadia.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm?
That's why you had the ads. Thank you so much for the resub. Let me, oh, you know what? Also, I wrote out your paper star, but then we got distracted and I never folded it. So let me fold up both of your stars now. Thank you, thank you. I hope that you enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing for another month. And of course, your ability to scream. Canadia. Yeah. I don't know, it felt appropriately weird to say, so I went for it. I was distracted? Never. I'm never distracted. I am always hyper-focused. Well, that's true. But the distraction part is also. Feel so bad for Ori right now, moving between floors, and he keeps following me around and losing me and sitting and crying. Oh, poor Bubs. Poor guy. What? Distraction? Who's shiny? Exactly. Oh, you know what? I don't think that I sent this to you, Saren. I'll show you guys. Mittens was a little bit of a stinker the other day. Such a Maine Coon cranky face. He just wants to nap, and of course he naps next. Aww. Sweet boy. He's such a good giant baby. He's orange, Sharn. Yeah, Ori loses himself. There we go. Raid star and resub star. Thank you again, Saren. I appreciate you. By the way, Mittens and the girls today did, like, fantastic. Like, he just scoodled out of the room that he was in, and just, like, he and Pippin and everyone, Artie was actually kind of pushing him around, because Artie kept trying to walk up to him, and he was like, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, she's like half your weight. So I'm definitely gonna let them all back together again. But the other night.
How are you up there?
I'm like, how did you get up there? I'm watching my friend stream cross-stitching, and I'm
How
like,
are you up there? Oh.
he had climbed on top of the litter bin.
Hi. What?
He's like, I can see you! I know you're in there! I thought I heard you, and now I can see you! Why aren't you allowing me in? But I was like, how did you get up there, sir? Oh, goodness. It's like when a little kid catches a parent eating like a snack that, you know, the parent is hiding from the kid and they're like, ah, I knew it. He's like, I knew you were in there. That little peek emote. That needs to be the peek emote, the little face and paw in the window. Oh my god. That would be adorable. Just a little pat pat like, excuse me. Excuse me. Doing long-term home socialization in married homes with 4 cats. Pawing at the door every Oh! Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to, like, I don't know. I definitely feel bad because, like, he only gets, you know, a limited amount of time with us right now. And I know that it's short term. He'll eventually, you know, have his... It's so much better than him being outside. So I really have to remind myself of that. That any time that he's getting loved on and pet and played with and all of that is better than him being alone outside. So... Because I am but one person. And I cannot do all the things. It makes, as he does it, is... Oh! Super smart to take it slow like that. Absolutely. It just sets everybody up to be able to get along. Versus, you know, doing things quickly and everyone hating each other. Oh, pick scent? Okay. Oh, look at this baby. He's a floofy baby. He's Pippin and Artie combined. He's such a sweet boy. Minus the brain cell. That's honestly probably why he's so relaxed, is because he doesn't have the brain cell right now. I would be much more relaxed if I didn't have brain cells. Amen. No thoughts, no stress. Something like that, yeah. I wonder what that's like, yeah. More brain cells, more problems? Something like that. It's 4:25. Technically, I have up till here to do today. But I could probably get more. Alright, let's do that much first. Do you want to, what's up?
So I was looking at the, like, only the bad reviews, if you will. A lot of people are saying that they were overpriced. And that, while they say it should take a day or two, like, other people without issues said it took several, that sometimes things that they were supposed to install didn't come in the right sizing because they didn't measure correctly, even with the AI thing or whatever, that camera they used. So someone pointed out in one of the reviews that while the higher price might, like the one quote we got is like a guaranteed quote for a year, might be higher, that we should still shop around because we might find something cheaper. But if we really want to go with them, then we at least still have that hard quote for a year.
It's just hard when that hard quote they offered
like
you like
$5,000 more.
Yeah.
And that's
that's some pressure bullshit. That
yeah, and that's kind of another reason why I'm like, maybe we just take a step back for a minute.
Yeah.
And rethink it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you wanted to text mom or dad and just be like, so Megan said that this guy could come by tomorrow between 9:30 and 10. Like, not sure if either of you wanted to come keep her company because I can't.
Can do.
Cool. Do you know? It's 11 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Isn't that a wild thing that they used to have to remind parents that they had children? Do you know where they are? Let's finish this section, then decide. Yeah. I agree. .007, yeah. I don't blame you. It was sitting right there. It was an easy layup, you know? James, when he calls back, just be like, well, you know, you wouldn't have to come back out another day, so if there's any way that we can keep that pricing, like, I understand that they want to do it same day, but, like, there's no need to, and I don't know. I don't like that tactic. The only recent one, we did have someone out like a year or two ago and they gave us like a similar quote. And we have someone who's willing to come out tomorrow and give us an estimate. The one thing too that like we kind of liked was that they do have like a warranty, whereas like some other places might not. And you know, after all of the different things that we've had done and installed and needing to have like the people back out to like fix something, that is nice. Yes, Shiz. We had someone out to give us like a bathroom estimate to you know, redo the tub, the shower surround, all of that stuff. And if we signed up today with them, right? Like, so there was a military discount. Great. We appreciate that. There was like, if you pay with like cash, there's a discount. There was, you know, a couple of different ways to get discounts. Okay, fair. Those are all whatever. But then they were like, you know, if you sign up with us today, we'll take like $4,000 off the price. Or $3,000. And that's a lot of freaking money. But that's also a lot of freaking pressure. And I don't necessarily love that tactic, because of course the knee-jerk reaction is, well, yeah, I want to save the money, I have to get it done, so why not? And that's why, like, the guy was saying, you know, oh, well, it's because then, like, I don't have to come back out again, you know, and they're this and the other. First of all, you're saying that your time is worth that much money? Okay, buddy. Second of all, like, you don't have to come back out to redo the estimate. You've already been here. Why can't this be for, like, a week? Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, James and I, like, we talked about it. We have someone else coming out tomorrow to give us another estimate. And they might all be the same, and this one might be the best offer. But, like, you know, it's only fair to want to get estimates. And it's unrealistic to think that I can get all of the answers to this in, like, one day and sign a contract for a couple $1,000s. Oh, no, so they would not start tomorrow. It's just signing, like, the contract. They're a couple weeks out before they'd be able to do the work. Because they have to order everything and pull permits and what have you. What's the point of the time pressure? Yeah. They don't want you to get other... Yeah, well... Sucks to be them. Because we're gonna. And if that means that, you know, we end up having to pay more money, then... And the guy... Listen, the guy was really nice. Like, vibes... The vibes from this person... Pass the vibe check. Do you know what I mean? This is not his company. This is like him offering what his company has to offer. It's not, you know, because like if it was just like an individual person, I'm sure that if we were like, listen, we need a little bit more time just to talk, that they wouldn't be like, you have a day. Do you know what I mean? But like if it's it's like a nationwide bath place, that's just how they do it. Do you know what I mean? Okay, more with all the facts in front of you rather than jumping in. Yeah, James, there's a part of me that's like, maybe we just peel the tile and we make it work somehow. For that kind of money, put that money instead towards like a camper. Figure out how to make that tile not hideous. There's a lot of other original details in this house. It could be a selling feature. We'll make it a selling feature. Sometimes good vibes are worth the peace of mind, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. We didn't ask if we could save any money if we demoed ourselves. Because I can take a sledgehammer to a wall. I can do that. You want to bring the dumpster and just, you know... I got some pent-up aggression to take out. If I can do it in House Flipper, I can do it IRL. Yeah, please. In House Flipper, I just have to, like, you know, spin a couple knobs and boom, bathroom. Yeah, but that would probably end up costing a ton because they're going to have to sand it and then redo it. They'd have to sand it all the way back. Is there a place that you found that actually glazes them? You can reach out if you want. I'm still so angry that our neighbors have that beautiful blue tile and we have this awful pink. Because if it was that blue, I'd be in there and you guys would be watching Megan's stream scraping glaze off of bathroom tiles for the next month and a half. But it's this stupid pink. Listen, as someone who likes to pick and peel at things, I think that picking and peeling at that tub would be freaking amazing. I'm just saying. But I also know that as someone who is neurospicy, I would get like through, I would say about 3 tiles and then be over it. And be like, this is so much work. Refinish it with some kind of cover. Ooh. Use a color theory to make the pink look less aggressive. That's true. It's very salmon pink. But color theory is wild. It does some crazy things. Right now it's gray, our bathroom. Morning, Emily. If your bathroom was hot orange, your tile would look less pink. True. Then we just have to deal with a terrible bathroom color. I feel like hot orange would make it more orange somehow. I can't make the tile better, but I can make everything else worse. Son of a gun, I'm in. Sign me up. Let's make it all worse. Now I want to see everyone's bathroom tiles. Hey, James.
Yeah.
When you get up, can you grab the bathroom tile? Yeah. It's in the closet. Dang, this is hot pink. Did you find it?
Good.
I'm so proud of you! See, it doesn't look bad here. Like, this isn't bad.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And then... Here you go. It's peachy pink. It's really salmon-y pink. And again, like the one tile that it's not bad when you have a whole bathroom full of it. And when I say the whole bathroom, I should have had James take a picture of what our bathroom looks like. It's the whole bathroom. Should I go take a picture for you guys? Oh, no, see, now that's the issue, Emily, is that this was already painted over and the paint is coming off because the paint doesn't last long on those. And so we have white tile. But the white paint is coming off the tile and that's what's underneath. So tile paint is great, but in a bathroom where it's wet all the time. And the other thing too is that like it's not just that it's wet all the time, but you have to clean the bathroom. And there's a bunch of grout lines in between all of these tiles, which means you have to scrub the tiles, which means that the paint continues to come off. Like it's not a really great system. I can, but again, then I'm going to end up having a pink bathroom. Like, yeah, I could sand it. As soon as I could, yeah. Hang on. Hang on. 1 second, chat. Okay. Ready? Here's my bathroom. All of that tile is pink. That's been glazed over. All of that. And then here's my shower. And you can see where it's starting to, you know, that's the worst of it. If you look at the tile from here, that's not mold. That is the tile starting to come through the glaze. That's pink peeking through the tile. Yes, this is the wall. That's all paint up there. Like, this is all built in. This is all original, which again, I hate to get rid of original because, like, we have, for instance, all of our doorknobs are beautiful and original. I'm actually going to work on taking off all the hardware and like stripping it of paint so that the hardware looks pretty and new. I like a lot of the old features in the house. And I would rather not cover them up. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, if I wanted a boring house without, like, any kind of, you know, character, I could have bought that. But it's fine. I don't mind it. Where did my diamond dot pen go? But that's just a really ugly color. Like I said, my neighbor... Our house was built in the 40s. I do not know if the bathroom was redone at all. Huh? How do you know? Okay, honey, I don't know if the wall was redone. Thank you. I know that the flooring has been redone in that bathroom. And yeah, the color difference is stark when it's on the wall like that. Fight to restore those. My bathroom cupboard handles are metal scrolly thing. Yeah, they painted them white. Yep, all of the hardware on everything has been painted over. So that's a project that I want to work. It's an easy project now. I hate to say it, without patch, because before we'd have to be careful about what doors we take off hinges and stuff. But now, I can just remove doors from hinges and, you know. Hang on. I missed what Saren asked about the glaze. Oh, my God. Mouse? Please get it together. Oh, yeah. So the glaze is like a second layer. It's like a paint. In the sense that what they do is, I don't even know if they like sand it or if how they finish it, but they basically put like it's a coating on top. And that coating does not stick on the tile for forever. Like that's why you can see the original tile underneath. Like the original tile's not damaged, it's just covered. It's like repainting your walls, except the walls are shiny and in a high moisture area, so the paint doesn't want to stay around for long or forever. Now again, you know, we moved in 2019. We did not have any idea that that tile was glazed until the paint started coming off. So honestly, we probably should have been using different cleaners. And that's on us. But how on earth, like, how are we supposed to know? Like, we were treating it as if it was regular tile. And of course, we had gotten, we did find in, like, the paperwork that we got when we purchased the home, there was, like, a warranty on the glaze. Guess what? That company doesn't exist anymore. I tried to reach out to them about that warranty. Nope. Other people online have posted the same thing, being like, hey, does anyone know where this company went? I needed to, like, file a repair claim with them, and they're just gone. Whoopsie. Yeah. And the way that, like, we were talking about having, like, the bathroom remodel done was to leave the tile in the majority of the room, but to redo, like, the bathtub, like, the shower, bit and the tub. But, like, leave as much of the tile alone as we could, just because that's really expensive to, like, take all of that down and redo the walls. Maybe we should try peeling some of it and see what we think.
Yeah.
Before we make a $14,000 decision. It's not like we can't use the shower if we peel any of it, you know? Huh?
So I know I'm not gonna like the paint.
Yeah. But if we could somehow make a way to live with it, that's money we could use towards something else. I don't know. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
For something that's just ugly. Let's swap bathrooms with Red and Sam. Hey guys, we really like your blue tile. Hold on, I wonder if I can find it. My mouse is gonna piss me right off today. Let's see. This is what my neighbor's bathroom is like. Right here. I would love that. It's so pretty. It's gorgeous. Now let me see if I can find... Hang on. This is my husband's childhood bathroom, by the way. James, look at my computer right now.
Oh god, yeah.
That's literally your parents' house.
It is.
Ours is similar. It does not have the black border, though, I don't think. I think ours is just the pink. Yeah. The difference between that and then this beautiful blue. It's not fair. It would be an interesting thing to, like, ask on, like, Nextdoor. To be like, how many of you guys had, like, the builder grade pink house style bathroom? And how many of you had the builder grade blue? It'd be interesting to see, like, what the breakdown of that is. What's interesting is that our primary bathroom, or, well, the bathroom that's, like, attached to our primary bedroom, has white and black tiles on the wall in that same style. So that one has white square tiles and then black border around the top, which is interesting. Why they didn't do that in both bathrooms. Oh, Saren. I hate your wall tiles. Those are they green? Are they smoker yellow? They're smoker yellow to me. Those are... I can't tell if they're sage yellow, bronze, brown. They're icky. The counter doesn't even look bad by comparison of the wall tile. And the thing that really stinks is that I would even be okay with, like, redoing the tile in, like, the same style, like that same 1940s style. But nowadays, doing a tile bathroom is so much more money than just doing one of these, like, you know, buying the big slab, like, pre-done things that just get slapped on the wall. It's so much more money and time and labor to do the tiling. Because, like, I'm sure that you could find, like, replicated, like, vintage tile, if you will, in that nice blue color, which would be perfect for our house. But that would probably cost just as much as what we were talking with this guy about. Ooh, Saren, so those tiles would be fabulous to glaze, in my opinion, if they're just on, like, the wall or around the sink. Yeah, that would look great, because all of our, like, this tile's fine. Because it's not constantly getting sprayed and, you know, dealing with the water. Like, yeah, you would be absolutely able, I think, to do glaze on those. Would you paint the walls teal if I redid the tiles blue? I feel like I'd probably leave the walls a similar color to how they are now. It's one of those tricky things because you're either going to have a person who loves, like, I mean, obviously we're living here now. Okay? We're not doing things for future sellers in mind, but we are also, or future buyers, I should say. But at the same time, we kind of are, because you always want to be thinking, at least for large purchases like that, about, like, a good return on your investment kind of thing, you know? And it's one of these things where you're either going to have someone who loves the vintage tile and is so excited about it, or someone who's going to look at it and be like, well, that's an expense that we have to fix, you know? And that's where it kind of gets a little tricky. Oh, if I kept the pink? I don't even know what I would paint it if we kept it the pink, honestly. Yeah, you don't want to intentionally degrade the worth of your place. Exactly. It's not mine. Someone has to like it, so I gotta keep it neutral. Yeah. Rooms all different colors. Bright, bold. Yours. Yeah. Did you text my parents, James?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your mom's gonna be your mom.
Oh. Cool. You put her inspiration. We did it in 99. I adore the honey oak and natural wood. Yeah. I know it's not trendy right now, but I refuse to have depressing black, white, and gray house because that's what's popular right now. Oh, agreed. I will say, our house when we bought it, so many rooms were painted brown. I hate that. I hate brown on my walls and things like that. It just feels dirty. It feels like a smoker's house to me. So our walls are all blues and grays and teals. Like, we did not go for, like, this room that I'm in now is like one of the few rooms that we did not paint in the house because it was neutral, and you know what? It works. Honestly, for my craft room, it works really well because all of my stuff pops nicely. The walls are like a grayish blue, I would say, but the rest of the house repainted in colors that we liked. Not white, not gray. We do not live in a beige house, you know, like but we do live in one that has colors and things that we like. And, you know, if some of that is trendy or whatever, okay, that's fine. But like I agree. I'm not going to be a sad beige millennial, you know? With like nothing interesting. I mean, hello. You can see behind me. Also, Emily, yeah, that's a really pretty inspiration picture, James. Look in random pictures on Discord. Yeah. We had some very brown walls. We painted them a cream color. Kitchen is green. Yeah. It's really awful old lady wallpaper. Oops. Oh, God, yeah, Saren, that bathroom of yours was a nightmare. I'm so glad that you got that all taken care of. Because, yeesh. First thing we did when we got the house is repaint 4 rooms, yeah. Yep. Same. Oh, I was just talking about how we repainted when we, like, that was, like, the first thing that we did.
Oh, yeah.
And we bought couch covers. That actually took us a little bit of time to do. Because the previous homeowners left their old couches. They asked us if we wanted them. And we were like, yeah, sure, why not? We were broke and we had no money. Like, we just spent all the money on the house. Sure. I'll take your old couches. And we got couch covers for them. Because they were brown leather couches. Right, that looks nice, doesn't it? Like, that looks vintage.
Yeah.
It looks like a 1940s. Like, if you got, like, the right accessories in there and really, like, leaned into it. But I wouldn't touch, like, the main part of the bathroom. I would just peel off, like, the stuff that's already peeling, you know?
Yeah.
I'll ask the guy coming tomorrow how much it would be if we wanted to retile it. I'm curious. Did you hear me?
I did.
Okay.
I'd be interested.
Yeah, right, guys? Saren did really good. I do like that floor, too. That's such a nice bathroom now. Just repaint them if you don't like it, but an entire kitchen in a color you don't like is an expensive redo. And honestly, I'm kind of okay with, like, big things like that being neutral, because it lets you, especially as, like, your tastes change, it lets you, you know, change out, like, your accessories. Like, if your kitchen is kind of boring, it lets you have, like, really fun accessories. Like, your tea kettle could be a really pretty color, or, like, you know, your serving way, like, your like, spatulas and stuff. Like, you can have, like, fun color in other ways by keeping, you know, your cabinets or your backsplash or whatever neutral. Oh, golly. Yeah, I fear that too. Blue whimsy shower curtain that reflects off the prime walls. Ah, that sounds so pretty. I'd rather neutral and dress it up anytime than black, white, gray, solid. Yeah. Painted wall, dark teal in your next bedroom. Our bedroom is teal. Not dark, but pretty. So is our kitchen. So many rooms in our house were brown when we moved in. And again, nothing wrong with that if you like it, but I am not a brown person. Mine are pale teal. Oh, see, now I would love that, Sharn. I guess what I'm saying is, like, when you're looking to, you know, like you said, redo, like, a whole room in a house that isn't necessarily, like, I'm living here for forever, it kind of becomes like, well, what's a way to do it that I enjoy now, but, like, if I sell down the road, I don't have to, like, spend a ton of money making it something that other people will like, too. Hello, Floofer! A gothic unicorn bathroom? How dare you mention that while I'm unable to respond in second I raise you mermaid... Gothic mermaid art nouveau... Art... mermaid okay. What colors would that be? What colors are you thinking for those sorts of spaces? You like the teal you picked for yours too? Yeah. Pale teal is really nice to look at. Ocean colors, they're light, yeah. Like, I've seen some people who do, like, really cool, like, their whole kitchen is, like, that 1950s style, like, pink, you know? Not like the one that I have, but, like, the pale pink, like, baby pink. And it's a choice. Like, it's pretty, and people do a really good job, but it's definitely not for everyone. All of them. No worries, Allison. Thanks for hanging out. Pippin's playing with a, Make It Mini ball on the floor. That's the pink that yours is? Yeah. I feel like pink is a hard color. Because there are nice pinks, and then there are pinks that you go, oh. I say as I'm working on this pink flower. A lighthouse themed bathroom. The lighthouse is everywhere. Little statues, accents on the towels. Yeah! See, that's fun. And you can take that with you when you move. Alright, evidently it's been an hour. Somehow. So we're going to take a stretch break. Get a snack, get a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up and take a stretch break. Take pictures of your bathroom if you want to share them, you know? Like, I'll go take a picture of our primary bathroom during this ad break and show you what that looks like. Because we're actually looking to redo that floor on our own. So, anyway, I'll be right back. Thank you all for sitting through ads. Hi, Emma. How are you? All right. So this is our main bath, like okay, saying master bath is a problem. Master bedroom, right? But saying primary bathroom makes it sound like it's the main bathroom in the house, but it's the bathroom off of our main bedroom. Anyway, here's our bathroom. Right? Terrible. Terrible corner tiles here. The way that they meet up. Whatever, it's original. Black, white. Cool. The floor, ugly. Ensuite, yeah, there we go. No, you're so good. Horse game, wait, what horse game are you playing? And then go back to it. You're fine. You're welcome to lurk here anytime. We are actually looking at redoing our floor. So we got 2 different tiles to look at the store, and we're gonna go with that one, this black and white, because it's similar to what was here, but what's here is like badly, it's just not, it's not straight, and it doesn't look good, and it drives me crazy. So we're gonna redo it with this tile, because that feels like original, and it matches like with the wall really nice. So yeah, that's our ensuite. And then, again, this is the other one. My eye twitches on that corner. Girl, me too. Girl, me too. There's so many tiles. So many tiles. But you see what I mean? Like, that one's black and white. Why weren't they all black and white? Were they trying to make, like, the hall bathroom fancy by making it pink? Yeesh. Ugly. Like a swimming pool bathroom number of tiles. Yeah, that's fair. I do also sort of fear what's behind those tiles. Like, if there's mold or whatever. Oh, let me go look. Excuse the mess, of course. Yes, we are not judging the bathrooms. Ooh. See, if our bathroom tile was the color of your bathroom tile, I'd be fine with that kind of, like, peachy color. Do you know what I mean? I also really like the blue behind your stove. That's pretty. I really like that color. Like the hexagons back there. Very nice. Yeah, that's like a peachy beige. It's not like... And like Emily was saying before, for whatever reason, like, the tile in the bathroom looks so much peacher than, like, this one. Like, this pink looks so much different in the actual bathroom than it does in one singular tile. It's a little bit wild to me. So, I'm so worried about putting blue and orange next to each other. They're good. They work well, though, those ones that you picked. Oops. They do look really good. I like them. This has been like a fun discussion today. I don't know about you guys, but I'm here for it. It's not fluorescent orange, it's a very pale peach, yeah. I feel like one day James is gonna come home from base and he's gonna find me sitting in the bathroom. Paint chips all around me. And I'll just be like, I made a decision. It's like the haircut. It was impulsive and I just did it. That's nice. Is this weird pale green in the common areas? I spent a lot of time thinking about the colors to this conversation. This is the conversation I'm here for, yeah. I think that's part of it too, like, where I'm kind of, like, balking at the idea of, like, signing this right away. Is, like, it's a big decision. It's a lot of money. Like, when we did the Breezeway, they didn't try and give us, like, here's a crazy great discount if you sign up today with us. They were just like, here's what we can do. You know? So, they were very personal to the last owners. Yeah, no, I get that. The paint choices in our house were very specific to the previous people too, for sure. But again, we bought a lot of paint when we first moved in and had fun with that. Which I kind of like. It makes it, I don't know, it makes a brand new space feel like yours. Getting to, like, paint it. Sometimes I walk around and stick them on the walls, struggle with which one to pick, yeah. Who knew picking a white would be so tough? Well, it's because everything looks different in different lights at different times of day. Like, clearly, the picture I took of the pink tile in my bathroom versus showing you guys the pink tile here in this room, two different pinks. It's the same tile. The sun shining bright in the yes, totally different shades. Mm-hmm. Also crazy given you reached out to them to not trying to convince you to redo. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Make sure to put paint swatches in different places. Yeah. Scritchy scratching. Pippin says it's time to snooze. Have a good night, Mia. Thanks for hanging out. She says it's bath time, chat. Everyone's talking about the bathroom. She says, why do you need a whole room? Agreed, Pippin. Oh my, not half-shaved popcorn. Oh, gosh. Why would you only halfway do it? No, that's either a full commit or... No. You gotta either full send that or just, like, not at all. Wild idea. I'm leaving these out because we're probably going to revisit them, if I'm being honest. This house was a work in progress to start. It keeps you busy. It's not necessarily a bad thing. For summer, all why stop? Yeah. Popcorn ceilings are evil. The urge to just like keep going with this color, but let's finish these little sections. Instead of shaving the popcorn ceiling, it's full of cobwebs. They sprayed more popcorn on top. No! 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 Well, that's horrendous. I hate that. Going home, no worries. Drive safe. Yeah, the popcorn ceiling that has like the glittery bits in it, at least it's like pretty. You know? Who doesn't love a little sparkle? Wait, I know the answer to that. The 35-year-old man who said that I give out pride participation trophies. He doesn't love sparkle. He has no whimsy in his life. Have some different stuff. The round brush thing. Oh, I know it. Like, almost like a paint, like a textured paint. I think this is the first time I'm using this color. Maybe? Maybe I used it up there. It's a very pale pink. Oops. Probably doesn't even know the word whimsy. He's afraid of whimsy. Gotta love autocorrect. Yeah, we don't have popcorn ceilings. I'm sure we have lead paint in the house. Yeah, always test. Absolutely. The textured paint rollers. What a time to be alive. My foot's falling asleep because I'm sitting on it. Burgundy solid red under white paint textured rollers. We had burgundy, like, red in our dining room when we moved in, too. It is a choice. By the way, we finished this section, so I'm going to just, like, kind of creep a little bit into the next one. Because, like, that's done. We did a whole bunch today. Section finished. This is our second full row finished. We'll take a look after at how many more sections there are. I kind of want to take like a, I mean, I kind of do and I kind of don't. to like take a picture. Because I don't necessarily want to like write on the actual like take scotch or masking tape and like put tape on the actual plastic canvas, because I kind of like being able to see like what else has to be done. But I also kind of want to like number all the sections because I'm curious, you know? So maybe I just need to like take a good picture of it and then number it. Yeah. House had popcorn ceilings. There are several times where I accidentally made something hit the ceiling and the popcorn would just fall off. Yep. Although, you know what else we could do, chat? Although Pippin's in here on her couch, so happy. I was going to say we could bring Mittens in here. But she's so cozy. But like also... So close! I love that. Oh my gosh, look at all your popcorn ceilings. Gross. Saren, that one's so chunky. Ew! Why is that one bit... Ew! Why is that one so gross? Is that... Oh wait, is that the one that they sprayed over? Is that why it's so terrible? Straight to jail for them. That's atrocious. See, there's a part of me that's like, I shouldn't keep going into, like, these other areas, because then that means that I'll have to, like, keep going into other areas on, like, the next video. And I'm gonna finish the whole thing quicker. But you know what? I also think that I was posting these and editing these as, like, something fun. And, like, yes, my numbers, I've grown tremendously since I've started posting this, but, like, it should also be just about fun and not about milking the algorithm to be like, well, people really like that, you know what I mean? And like making it go on as long as it can, because like goodness knows I have enough other projects to, like, I have 3 more of these freaking diamond dots. I've got so many cross stitches, like it's not like this is the only project that I have. In which case I would be like, yeah, maybe I should slow down a little bit. If it's the only one, like, don't want to blow through it too fast, but... Do what's fun for you. Yeah. I hate it when like one drill comes out and you're like, is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Yep. I think that's part of the issue with like posting online sometimes, right? Is that like I need to focus on doing what's fun for me and just do that and not like, well, what does the social media monster want to eat? Because the truth is, it changes. So, hey James, can I tell you something?
What up?
Hi.
Hey.
Huh?
Random car.
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
So, I just wanted to say that I'm really glad that you're home
Mm-hmm.
and that like I feel so much lighter and happier that you're here.
Me too.
Like, even if you keep me up because you lip smacked, and even if I couldn't sleep, and even if my hives got itchier, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, he's right there in the other room. And I'm like, I really missed him.
I missed you.
And I'm glad that you're home.
I'm glad I'm home too.
And I just thought you'd like to know.
We do.
Okay. Squeeze my head like a zit. Excuse me. Spider-Man kiss.
We said the same thing.
Marriage. I just thought you might like to know. But don't worry, chat. I'm sure the day that we're going to hate each other is right around the corner.
Oh yeah, the honeymoon phase is bound to be over.
It's got to be over soon, right? Maybe when we get to 15 years.
By what calendar? Or by what day? Like medical necessity or church or
Yeah, both.
when we first got together?
Well, if we're going by when we first got together, congratulations, it's been 15 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which is a gross thing to think about, because that means we're old.
Yeah.
Like, not gross because, like, ew, we've been together. So it's just like, how can we be as young as we are, but that be 15 years ago? And then you're like, oh, wait, I'm not that young. Always had a basketball game tomorrow. You'll always have hating your spouse tomorrow. Yeah. Dang, I have to put that on the schedule. Now, that's not to say that there aren't times where he drives me crazy, and I'm sure I drive him crazy too, but there's a difference between that and, like, hating someone. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine that. I really can't. $20 year. Oh, Celebrate it? Yeah, who cares? Agreed. Happy anniversary to them. We're talking about renewing our vows. Because that feels like a good thing to do. When do you want to do that? 15 years?
I thought that was the plan.
Okay. Well, then we should start figuring stuff out now. That way we have time to, like, plan it and, like, invite people.
Yeah,
Because I figure we'll just want, like, our parents and our siblings, right?
pretty much.
It'd be fun if the people who signed, like, our medical necessity wedding paperwork were there, too.
Andy and Christina?
Yeah.
I'm sure Andy would be down.
I want to come, too. Well, if we do what we're planning on doing, chat, then there'll be some crafting that will be involved with it. And we can do that on stream together. Are you silly? What are you going to do? Do you know? Like, we want to go up to Vermont and renew our vows in, like, this one specific area. And I want to do it when it's cold and, like, hopefully snow. And I want to have, like, a big, floofy, white, like, coat. Do you know, like, I want it to, like, it could be crocheted. It could be knit. It just needs to be big and white and like, plush. Yeah. Ooh, Italy. That's fun. I'd want to go to Japan.
So badly.
I fear that if I went to Japan, though, I wouldn't want to come back.
Yeah.
Like, we'd get there and I'd be like, great, so how do we live here now?
I mean, we could get there very easily now. Maybe not very easily, but easily enough.
Yeah.
We just have to have, like,
Norway.
Huh?
I was just reading chat.
So, on these orders that I have, at the end of them, I'll have 30 days of leave. A full month.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we consider Japan. All we would have to do is pay for a flight to California or the West Coast, and then we can hop a Space A.
Oh, so we get to fly on a military plane.
It'd be free.
For
all I'm saying
how many
is
hours? How long is that flight?
about 8.
8 hours from California to
8
Japan?
to 10, I think, yeah.
No.
Yeah, let's Google it.
No.
Oh, okay.
How many?
About 10.
James.
10 to 12.
James.
Back in.
I believe it's closer towards 15, is it not?
10 to 12 from California. That's what I'm saying. We fly to California, and then, like, we'd have to pay for the flight to California.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Chances are we would, because we don't do a lot of, like, here to there.
And then I get to be not in, like, nice seats, but in a military plane.
Listen, you have all of the room in the world. You can spread out and lay down. Like, you can bring a hammock and hang it up and lay in a hammock. Like,
Uh-huh. And how are the windows?
there's,
None.
There's, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 windows. 3 of which you have to climb on top of stuff to look out.
Wow, you sure know how to show a lady a good time. Let's go in this little metal box, hurtling through the air for 12 plus hours.
Chances are you could probably get permission to go up onto the flight deck and see out like the big windows, sit lack 'em or rack 'em, which is like left behind the left pilot and right pilot.
Wow.
Stop over in Hickam, see Hawaii.
Y'all, he's so romantic.
Hey, it's a free flight to Japan. I don't know what else you want from me, but we can get there really cheap. Just saying, it's an option. The only downside is, like, you don't know for a fact if you're gonna get that flight or not.
And you don't know if you're gonna how to get back either.
Yeah, so that's why you'd have to have like a little bit of money saved up for like an emergency return fund.
Yeah.
But
That
usually, if you
because
get,
I do so well with flying by the seat of your pants.
usually if you get there, you can get back. Apparently, it's the whole getting there is like the tricky part.
Usually.
Usually.
I take a hammock over economy for 12 hours.
Right? Like, you
My
just
dream
make sure-
vacation was Japan, and it was hard for me to leave. Yeah.
You make sure all of your like movies or TV shows that you want to watch are pre-downloaded onto your tablet. Any books you want are pre-downloaded, and you just because I mean there's no Wi-Fi for military flights. Like,
I just picture the turbulence too.
oh, it's not bad.
You talk about it all the time.
Yeah, when they're doing it on purpose, like when you're doing low-level tactical maneuvers, sure, but when they're flying from like California to Hickam, which is in Hawaii, to like Japan, they're just doing your regular takeoff, ascent, cruise, descent, approach, all that. They're not like doing all the crazy maneuvers.
I changed my mind. My dream is to go to Florida in the winter.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's an even easier space A flight.
Oh, yeah, well.
I mean, we could hop a free plane from here to Charleston, and Charleston to...
Oh no, we are not plane hopping to get to Florida, which is less than a 2-hour flight.
Oh, I agree.
No,
we would just go
we'll
out of
just
our-
drive,
No,
thanks.
No, if we're when the next time we go to Florida, we're either taking a train. Or
We're not
or
plane
we're
hopping.
flying. Or we're flying.
We are not plane
No,
hopping.
I know that. I'm saying to get there for free, or we spend the $80 and fly out of our local airport to get there, which is what I would do. I'm saying to go to Japan.
Childhood flights in the milk run. Kid flashbacks. Dad would take us east to west. You sign up, cross your fingers.
Oh, they did space A travel too.
Mhm.
Yep. We could easily get to Europe. Anytime you want to go to Germany, we can go to Germany.
See, I wish that I wasn't such a chicken. 'Cause all that stuff makes me so anxious, man. Being away from home and all that, and like traveling, and that all stresses me the hell out.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You just do it. I know. Easier said than done.
Florida in winter is nice. It's the only time I'll ever go back to Florida.
Yep.
We did our honeymoon the very end of like November, beginning of December. Perfect weather. Only way I'll ever do it. It was great too because like the way that we did it, it was after Thanksgiving. So like all the, you know, people that were on like break from that were gone, but it was before the Christmas rush. Perfect time. Because, of course, the parks are still busy and full because it's still, you know, Disney and Universal. But, like, you weren't, like, sweating to death. And there was less people. Come see you in England. See, my issue is just, I get so anxious, like, leaving home and, like, bad things happening and not being able to get back. And like the further away that you go, the harder that is to like handle. And with like absolute respect, if we're going over anywhere, we're gonna go see Emma. James.
Yeah, I mean that's actually not that difficult. Like we can hop a plane from here to Mildenhall.
I don't know where that is.
That's in England. Okay, Mildenhall, Ramstein, Germany, Spain, Germany, Rhoda, Spain, but I think that's south. I think Spain is south. There's a couple of places in Italy I think they go to occasionally. Norway. Not Norway? I don't know if we go to Norway that often.
Well, Emro's in the Netherlands, so...
I know, I'm just saying the places that... But then it's just a train ride to the Netherlands.
Yeah. Even Florida in March is icky. Yeah, oh god, the humidity in Florida is what's awful about Florida. True, like, the heat sucks, but the humidity just kills you. If I could travel for longer than a week, maybe 2 at most, I can't sleep without my bed or my weighted blanket. I got my plants to worry about, yeah. The longest that I've ever been away for, like, a trip was our honeymoon, and that was for 2 weeks. I would love to go to Canada again, Saren. I've been a couple times, and I love it every single time. Genuinely, I would move to Canada.
You got Carl's wedding coming up. You want to go?
Yeah, we'll see about that. I didn't realize where Carl's wedding was. I thought that it was, like, East Coast Canada, not...
I thought we could drive, but we have to fly.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. The agoraphobia makes Yes. Yes, it does. That's really the hard part, is, like, I haven't been on a plane since I have the agoraphobia.
You haven't been on a plane since our honeymoon.
I know. And that's something that definitely stresses me, scares me a little bit. Not quite, like, worried about things happening, just, like, the familiar things, my routine and stuff. Yeah, I don't like change. That's part of it, for sure.
You were also saying you've never flown by yourself.
I have never flown by myself. Nope, I've either been with my parents or you.
Yeah.
I've never been on a plane by myself.
First time I ever flew by myself was 15 or 16.
If I could, like, teleport, I would travel all the time.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my
I
arm?
bop all over the place.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Sleeping! Hi, friend! Thank you for the 66 months. I don't know if I can travel further than a few hours anymore. I spent months away at a time, but the world looked a lot different in uniform. I get that. I understand that for sure. It's good to see you sleeping. Went to Dubai and back alone, didn't blink, but now life's a lot different. I feel like the world is just a lot different. In some ways better, in some ways not. It's weird. You love traveling? I've never even been on the West Coast before. I've never seen California.
There's nothing special about it.
But still, like, I've never seen the ocean on that side.
It's the same as on this side, honestly.
Okay, well then we don't ever have to travel. We can just stay here forever.
No, not true.
Working all the jobs at the museum right now. Oh, I'm sorry. That's stressful. It's good to see you. You've never been on a plane? All my traveling has been within the States when I didn't have to pay for it. Yeah, when we went to Canada, that was all driving. We've been to Quebec, mostly. It's beautiful and green and the wildlife, yeah. One of James's friends, his best friend's older brother, is getting married at a destination wedding, evidently in Alberta. And we didn't really realize... I didn't realize that it was in Alberta until, like, we looked at, like, their, like, wedding website thing. Because, like, when we got the invite, it just said, like, Canada. And we were like, okay, Canada. That's fine. Thinking that, yeah, thinking again, because they're from the East Coast, they'd be East Coast Canada. Nope. All right. Sure. Come visit me. Sleeping, I would. Sleeping's in Alaska. James has been to Alaska.
That's only like an 8-hour flight.
Yeah.
And you can get that one right from here.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be military transport again, but you can do it.
This man and his military transports.
It's free. Or not, might not be free, but it's like $15 at the most.
Well, yeah, and see, like, if we could get, like, a guaranteed flight back, I feel like if you could, going to Japan, that would be great, because how many things would we want to buy? And having to fly back on, like, like, civilian airplanes. But if you're on a military plane and you can just load it up.
Oh, you can't.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You're not limited for baggage. Like, they palletize it, put it on, and you're good.
Yeah. You can't just say Canada when Canada's so huge, yeah. Like saying somewhere in Russia. Oh, don't worry, Smoothie. No, don't apologize. I never mind you guys lurking, ever. As a Californian, the ocean isn't that great. Again, I just want to... So, honestly, the dream, I would say, for us, right? Is to get an RV. And I think one of the most fun and this, unfortunately, is probably a very unlikely dream at this point. But the original idea was to drive... I wanted to see all of the ballparks, all the major league ballparks in a season. Either see my team or James's team playing, right? So, like, we would have to plan it. We'd have to plan, like, this road trip, basically. But I would want to, like, road trip in, like, an RV and, like, travel and, like, see all the park and make stops. Like, make, like, a whole, couple months out of it. But now, like, the price of going to a ballpark, like, a ball game, it makes this almost, like, not even a thing. Like, unless they have some kind of special, like, bleacher seats pricing. Like, it's so sad that, like, this idea that we have, we're like, oh yeah, we'll do this one day, and now it's like, maybe not. Maybe we won't. It's just so much. Like, forget about, like, the logistical bit of, like, the gas and all of that. Like, it's just... If we could see all the ballparks from the outside. Hello, ballpark! Alright. Let's do our progress shot. Alrighty, chat. We finished row 2! Hang on, wait. Maybe if I turn this off, it'll be less glaring. Ooh! Row 2! Hooray! With the light. How many more rows do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more rows. By 1, 2, 7.5 rows. 8 by 7.5. Oh my goodness. So that's, we have, wait, hang on. 1, 2. So honestly, this half down here matches the top to make it one whole square. So let's, hold on. If we have, honestly easier to see it this way.
I'm an arts and crafts
1,
master.
2.
Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh.
Tessa!
Hello. Your dress is
Hello.
so cute.
Thank you! The only thing that would make it better is if it had pockets. But it's really long. Wait. It's like really long. And it's so fun. But there's no pockets. How do you have such a pretty, fun... I love it. It's like spaghetti. It's, thin strap. But why are there no pockets? Okay, hang on. So if we say that it's instead 7, because this little half bit down here kind of matches up with that. 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 56 more sections to go. All dresses should have pockets. Agreed. At least dresses like this, where like there's clearly room for a pocket, you know? Because some dresses, they're like snug and they don't really fit, and you can't really make a pocket work, but like this is one you could put a pocket in. Tessa, thank you so much for the 8 months. I appreciate you. Let me make you a paper star. How are you doing? A man must have made that dress. It's always a man. It's always a man. I'm so tired from traveling, but good. I'm glad you're doing good. I know, girly. I gotta clean up there. I gotta clean in this room. There's like so many things that I have to, want to, and need to do. And instead... oh well. What are you gonna do? I almost swear... I wear almost exclusively dresses and no pockets is a deal breaker. Honestly, for me, what I really like about this dress, I have a couple more that I need to like wash, is that it's long. And if I'm having a really bad hive day and I need to go out in public somewhere, but it is too hot for me to wear pants, long dresses are the way to go so that my legs are not showing, the hives are not hiving, and I'm not sweating to death. So I got a couple more dresses, like I said, that I kind of need to like wash. So you know what we didn't do that we're going to do right now, real quick, is a cheeky ticket giveaway. I can't talk today. Exclamation point ticket. Get in. These are our votes for Friday's activity. So buy your tickets. Let's see what y'all vote for. Put this back. So tomorrow, do we want to Animal Cross? We have it in a couple of like game days. We could villager hunt. We could hang on, let me take a peek over here. We could also just like work on our island. I can think of words. I know words. Let's see. We are at ticket 420. Do we go to 500? And if we don't find anyone, we scan them in? What do we think? Can we craft? What do you want to craft? I own leggings. I do not own pants. Pants are the worst. Felt. That seems fair to you? Because, like, I'm all for just, like, going. But at the same time, I also feel like people are not interested anymore. And I don't want it to be, like, boring. We've seen 253 out of 407 villagers. That's kind of wild. And that amount of tickets. Because here's the thing. If we scan someone in, then we can like keep playing and like building the island, and then the next time that someone wants to move out, we could do, you know, more villager hunting. It's just kind of tricky to like do hunts when, or like to do like island building, I feel like, when there are hunts going on. I don't know. I guess we technically could. I just struggle to know like what chat wants. So I want to see them all. Yeah, it's like Pokemon. Last call to get your tickets in. Exclamation point ticket right now. I'm going to pull a winner here in, oops, in like 30 seconds. So I'll let you guys get in. Last call. Hi, Rose. Up to you. I love the hunt personally. I get it if others are done with it. I could post a poll in the Discord, honestly. Because maybe it's just that, like, chat's just quiet on those days. Maybe other people are enjoying it too, and I'm just, like, misinterpreting the quiet for disenjoyment. Because, like, it's hard to tell. Like, when chat's quiet, to me, that means that there's not people watching. That means that people are bored. Obviously, it could just be that people are doing other things, which is fine. It's just, like, that's just the perception, if you will. Like, it's hard. Overthinking, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's hard when, like I was saying, when chat goes quiet, to me that means that people aren't enjoying it. Not that people are enjoying it and lurking. My brain is like, no, people hate this. So it's good to, like, check in every now and again, and, like, I feel like these need to be somewhere else. Because they keep getting in the way of my closed captions. Hang on, we can scoot that one over. There we go. But then I also am, like, you know, campaigning to try and get a Switch 2 so that we can play Pokopia. We're 20% funded, which is really excited. I'm trying to have it happen by my birthday, which is next month, because that would be fun. So it could be a lot of things, so ask the question. Yeah. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Not me, like, rearranging my thing. Yeah, I could stick that up there. Now my closed captions aren't being covered goofy. Alright. Are we ready, chat? I hate when this happens. I clicked close giveaway. Obviously, you see it in the chat. It didn't close it. Look. Oh, you guys can't. Never mind. Do it again. Okay. The winner is Smoothie. Smoothie, what would you like to vote for? Oh, hi. Let's do embroidery. So you know what's fun? Is that this is going to be close. Like, it's going to depend on how you all vote tomorrow. So first, get here early tomorrow to vote. I will post in Discord, like I said, a poll and just kind of get an idea of, like, what we're thinking about with, like, Animal Crossing and stuff like that. Because But yeah, we'll do something tomorrow. We'll do a game of some sort. Maybe we do more than one like we have been. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I hope that you all have a really good rest of your time zone. Let me see. We could go say hi to Dab. Dabney celebrating 4 years streaming on Twitch, which that's pretty cool. We should go say hi, and maybe we do like a. Hang on. Do we want to like? Yeah, we can just do a thingy. Okay. We'll go say hi to Dab. They're very sweet. I hope that you have a really good rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember you are loved. I will see you all tomorrow for some cozy games and silly shenanigans. Grab those raid messages. The first one is if you are a subscriber, and the second is if you are a follower. I will see you over there. It really actually helps, chat, if I actually click on like rating, you know? Here I am just like yapping, and I didn't even click on like let's raid this person. So I was just about to like stop talking, and you would have sat here in the dark when I realized I messed up. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow at 3. Have a good time zone, friends. Bye.